Okay.
Did you hire these people?
No, now it's Jack's turn to talk now. Boy, that was very nice.
Thank you.
You need another backup singer? I would be willing to go on the road with you.
Really? You're a singer, huh?
Well, no, I could be.
Yeah?
If I could just, like, move my lips, it would be all right. Yeah.
I saw your acting before that.
Thank you, Jack. Do you have anything nice to say about it? Nah, maybe not. So now, is that song, by the way, is that on an album or on an album that's coming out?
It'll be on an album that's coming out.
Yeah.
It'll be the first single, and I will be performed on the show, General Hospital, and it's pretty much fun.
Now, you were with the show for a number of years, and then away from the show for, what, a couple of years?
2 years, right.
And now you're back with the show.
Back again, yeah.
So what? Now, where was the character during these 2 years? They always managed to do some interesting things with people who are not around.
You really had to ask that, didn't you?
Yes, they did.
Well, I used to be kind of clean cut, but I grew a beard and grew my hair long for the character. He's been in a Bulgarian prison.
In a Bulgarian prison?
You ever been in one?
No, I've toured him, but I've never actually been in one. Why was he in a Bulgarian prison?
Now that's getting real deep.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I certainly don't want to give away anything.
No, he originally joined like the CIA sort of thing you see on the show, and he went away to. I stand corrected.
Yeah, sorry. Boy, they know the plot lines better than you do.
Yeah, they do actually.
Yeah.
And,
but he's back.
He's back now, and he's pursuing his love of his life, his wife, who's.
Why am I wasting my time with you? I can interview them.
Hey, talk to them. They know what's happening.
All right, I'll tell you what. Folks. This is like a TV show here. Tell you what, we'll take a break, and we'll hose down the audience and be right back. Stay with us. Hi, Tom. Welcome back. Henry Cho's here. Jack Wagner's here. You know, when you were away from the show for those years, I mean, obviously the people are very into what you do, and they know the character, and they're very excited about it. Does that get in the way of other stuff you do? I mean, if you're out doing a play or something, are they able to accept you as somebody else? Because there is that identity very strong.
Yeah, it's very difficult actually, because when I left the show, I did a national tour of the play West Side Story, and we played a couple theaters in the round, you see. Which is a proscenium stage is a stage that you normally see, and a round stage obviously is encircled by seats. And when the character Tony, those of you who know the story West Side Story, dies at the end, you know, first of all, there was always flashbulbs and that type of thing going on in a theatrical performance. Nice. So it was a little rough for people who weren't used to that, the people in the show. But I die, right? And I die in Maria's arms. And you can hear, because you're very close to the front rows, he goes, "He's not really dead." He's breathing. So I immediately think, God, I have to hold my breath, right? So,
nice.
So then, you know, they carry Tony off at the end, both the Sharks and the Jets. And as I'm being carried off, you hear this, "Frisco! Frisco! Frisco!"
So I guess the other actors really appreciate that,
it was rough, yeah. But it was, I mean, you know, it's sometimes it's tough.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about a sport that I have difficulty getting involved in, and I've tried several times, and it seems to me, and I don't knock it, and the people who play it, God love them, but it seems to me that golf is about as exciting as, say, boating in a tub. Now, and I've really tried. I tried a lot.
I'm sorry.
No.
I got it.
No, I'm speaking personally here. Again, I think it's for those who love it, and I know you do. Now, so use this opportunity to tell me why I should try it again.
Well, golf.
What is it about it?
Golf is probably the way I look at it, sort of like a woman, you see.
Golf is like a woman? Well, you may be hooking me now. Go ahead.
As a matter of fact, I want to get back to this, but, you know, I saw a movie the other night, Dead Poets Society.
I did.
It's a good movie, right? And I was pulling out of the theater. This is for all of you. You'll get into this in a second. And I'm pulling out of the theater, and I'm in my car, and I'm pulling out, and it's very crowded. And I notice this car, and I see this very pretty blonde in this car. And I sort of noticed her and looked at her, and I'm pulling out, and said, you know, check it. And all of a sudden I looked, and there you were, right in the driver's seat. And I said to myself, I said, you know, I better find out if he's married first before I say it. Right?
I'm not, as it happens.
Really? So
Yes,
what'd you do? What'd you do later? What's happening? And this is a true story. This, you know, and I was gonna like lean out and say, you know, I'm Jack. I'm doing your show tomorrow night, and you would have said, yeah, right, buddy. You know, move on, right? But
No.
I followed you for a while.
Did you?
Yeah.
You were taken by this woman.
There's a place, for those of you who don't know it, called the Seventh Veil on Sunset.
No. Now you're making this part up.
Really?
Okay.
Well, that's where I went.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, she was a lovely young lady.
Yes.
And I'm glad we
You're not elaborating on it, are you?
No, this is your segment.
Oh, I see.
Now,
Okay.
the subject was golf.
Oh, right, and then how it's like a woman.
Yeah.
Because you get on a golf course, and some days you may do very well, and you go out and you have a great round of golf, right? Say, for instance, like your evening with your young lady, maybe. And then...
For all you know, I could have bogeyed that night.
See, you do know something about golf. And then you can go out the next day, and nothing would have changed from the first day to the next. You feel great, and you play terribly, right? And some days, you have to admit, for those of you who are in relationships, that some days it just doesn't work for no reason. So that's how I sort of look at it. I'm very intrigued.
Couldn't you say the same thing about darts or throwing cards into a hat? I don't mean to be argumentative.
Pat, we're talking about golf here, okay?
But this is a passion. This is a passion.
This is a dead passion. I started playing when I was growing up, and it's something that I really enjoy. Yes.
I understand, and I'm glad you do. And maybe I may try it again. And I'll think of women. Maybe that will.
We'll get you out there.
Now, you're a Midwesterner?
Yes, I'm from a small town in Missouri called Washington, Missouri. They just had their 150th year anniversary. It's right outside of St. Louis, and they asked me to be Grand Marshal, and it was quite a thrill.
Oh, they must be proud.
It was great.
Yeah. Did you get to see a lot of the people you hadn't seen in a while?
From grade school and people I had never seen, and
Do they treat you this? How do they treat you if you haven't seen them in a while?
Yeah, it's
people have said when you get to be well known, you don't change, but the people around you do.
Yeah, it's true, and people really don't quite know if you're the same either, you know.
Yeah.
And because they see you on television or whatever, they really get some different thought that you've changed, you know. So it was a little different, but usually people who are pretty close to you really don't change. It's always nice to go back home.
We have a clip from the show, and do you know? They probably know what the clip is, but why don't you tell us?
I think it's the one where I first confront. Thank you, Colton. My wife.
This is like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. They just fill in. I'm sorry.
Yeah. My wife is remarried, and this is the first time I confront both of them together.
All right, Jack Wagner General Hospital. Take a look.
I'm in control, and I'm taking back what's mine.
After all this time, after everything that we've been through, you expect just to waltz back into town and everything's going to be the same? Is that it?
It might be, as soon as I settle a few unpaid debts.
Nothing's ever going to be the same for you, Frisco. It won't be the same for me, and it sure as hell is going to be the same for Felicia.
You can't blame me for that. You and Domino did this whole thing. You weren't men enough to murder me, so you're trying to get to me by using my wife.
Nobody...
No, you're wrong.
You don't know the facts, Felicia.
Oh, yes, I do. We've been fighting Domino just as hard as you have. We're in this together. We've all been victimized, Frisco.
Well, not him. You see, from where I stand, it looks like he's doing just fine. He's got my wife, doesn't he?
Seriously, are you? How do you handle this stuff? Are you used to it? Is it fun? Is it what is it with the screaming and the?
Oh, the show, you mean?
No, I mean the kind of adulation you get from the people who are really into the show.
It all depends on the way they handle it. Personally, when people are very friendly, you know, it's great. I'm very flattered and I love it. Sometimes it gets a little crazy and you have to get in your car and leave, but there's no feeling like this when people enjoy your work. So it's a very nice feeling.
Thank you. You're having a lot of success and you're handling it great. Good luck with the music.
Thank you very much.
Nice having you here. Thanks, Jack. Jack Wagner. Goober's coming out. George Lindsay, just a minute.
The Pat Sajak Show.